What is good, you guys? It's your boy Kid Ginger Vlogs back again, and it's snowing. I don't know if you can see on the car. Look at the windshield. So yeah, I'm gonna defrost that while I sit here. It's about 10:30 in the morning. Time me actually on 25 to 11. It is freezing, but I'm not gonna be wearing a coat today. I just wear my hoodie and my t-shirt. But I'm gonna head out, do a few chores, get things in order. But also, I've got a job secured. I've now got to go for a one-on-one assessment. I've been for a group assessment, and I'll tell you, I've never ever seen so many people go for one job. What the test involved, it was crazy because I'm not good at maths. I'm not the strongest at it, but I obviously passed the math test. And then it was a common sense, basically, quiz. 6 questions, and you have to put them in order 1 to 6. So like, you know, I think it was basically what would you do in the circumstances and things like that. But regardless, I've been selected. I've got to go there Sunday coming up. So hopefully the one-on-one assessment will go well, and then I can start work properly. I know the vlog last week I put up, I said I got a job there. I didn't want to go on the road to do that kind of work because it was only basically going to be 2 months work, and I was going to be out of work again after 2 months. I didn't want that. I wanted something a bit more permanent. So the job that I've gone for now, hopefully that all goes well, and I'll update you guys in the future on that as well. So stay tuned. I'm just going to clear this windshield. We'll head out somewhere. Stay tuned for the rest of the vlog. Oh, I'm just trying to clear the windshield. Do you think that'll be fine? No, I'm joking. Obviously, I've got to put the defroster on. I'm not going to get out and scrape it. No way. So, what is good, guys? I'm back out on the road now. I've just been and done a few errands. Still snowing a little bit, not much. But, have you guys ever had this happen to you? I don't know why it's just happened to me. So, I've just been and purchased some food. Why not? But, I was driving along, and for whatever reason, in my head, knowing I've just purchased food, for some reason in my head I just went, I need to go and get food. And I've just brought food to eat in a minute when I get back. My head just literally cleared, like, I don't know what happened with my mind. Like, oh yeah, I need to go and get some food from the shop. Knowing full well, I've just brought myself some food to eat from the shop. I don't get it. Not just brought myself something, I brought my mum something as well, because my mum's at home while I popped out, and she deserves something, so thought I'd get her something as well. And you know, if you've seen on vlogs before, me mate Greg, I don't go there all the time, only when I fancy a sandwich. And today, I fancied a sandwich. So, what I did was, I went and got myself a sandwich, but I also brought myself some donuts. And no, I'm not going to sit there and eat all 8 in one go. I spread them throughout the day, you know what I mean? Because you've got to. And if I do it that way, I can have 4, my mum can have 4, she won't eat 4, but I might even give them some to my nephews, because they deserve a sweet sometimes, you know, they're good lads. But we'll see what their mum says, because their mum might say, no. So back to the news earlier on I was speaking about when I said about finding a job. So, me and about 14 others, we're all in this one big room, and we had to do like a mathematics test, and then also a scenario where you have to put like 6 sequences in order, like in the way you deal with them. So we ended up doing that, but I've never seen, it was like, it's called an assessment, but I've never seen a room of that many people going for the same job. But then the guy did say that a lot of the people would be going for the same job, working in the same store, so it's more than one person being hired. So I thought, that's not too bad then. But I was actively looking, as I kept saying, guys. It was 30th of January, we're now in March. So it's only like the beginning of March, it's like the 8th of March or something today. I've been looking actively, and the thing is, getting the job that suits you or that you want can be difficult sometimes, because you know what you want to work as or do, but you apply for things, and this is what I don't get either. There's jobs out there advertised that I applied for when I was waiting and looking for work. So I applied for them, and then they rang me back and they were like, oh, the job that you was interested in, we're sorry, but that posting's old. And it's like, well, why is it still on the website then? You know, why can you still apply for a job if it's no longer available? I don't get companies and places like that. It's just confusing because you apply to work somewhere and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, the job's no longer available. So like, how fair does that make it on everybody else trying to apply? Personally, I think it's going on your reputation. But then I can say that in the last place I worked at, people could probably say, oh, I was a lazy I was this and that. But I worked there for 7 years, you know. I moved the building however many times with so many people. And I've worked with so many people. And there's people there that, yeah, would I stay in contact with? Yes. And there's people there that I wouldn't, but that's just my preference. What happened was, I was made redundant at the end of January, like I've told you. And then all of a sudden, come February, I went for that other job. But then the guy told me, oh, it was only going to be a 2-month thing. But I didn't want 2 months of work. I wanted something more permanent. And then this job that I've gone for with the assessment, this has come up. I went there last Saturday at like 12 till 1. It was like an hour-long thing. And then I've got to go there this Sunday for 20 minutes for a 1-to-1. So it's probably just getting my uniform and everything like that in order. So when I've done that, I'm then going to go through everything with everybody. I'm guessing they're going to ask me what hours I want, what pay did I have in my last job, and vice versa. And to be fair, the pay in this job pays exactly the same, but with less responsibility. How good's that? Yeah, I might have to do a little bit more physical work, but you know what? I don't mind physical work. I actually missed being just an operative. You know, the only reason I made myself the team leader in the last place was because nobody else was going for it. So I said, you know what? I'll put my name up. You know, it was a little bit more money. Wasn't great. It was a little bit more money. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, I'll take the responsibility. I'll be the team leader. I don't mind. You know, and then they chose me, obviously. And then after that, it was like making redundancies and everything like that. Unfortunately, things like that do happen. So you have to just kind of take them as they come. Don't take it as it's the end of the world, because it's not the end of the world. Because more opportunities have come. And that's what I've done. I've waited about a month. And a month later, it's all sorted out. But stay tuned, because I'm just going to drive home. And I'll kick back in a moment. So we're back home now. And I'm going to have this food quickly. Can't believe it was $2.50 for like all this. Like 2 cobs and 8 donuts. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. I think they just sell off the food that's going out of date or something, like on the day or coming up. So everything goes to this one Greggs. It's like a big outlet centre. And I just went there, literally. She said to me, oh, if you buy one, you get one free. I was like, okay, that ain't too bad. I only wanted 4 donuts, but she was like, no, they're buy one, get one free as well. I was like, oh, that'll do then. Thank you. £2.50 for 8 donuts and 2 sandwiches. Can't fault it. But I'm back now. I'm going to have a coffee. I've been awake since 5:30 this morning. I don't know why I woke up so early, but I just did. But I'm going to have a coffee quickly. I'm going to eat that. And I'll get back to you in a little bit. It's snowing. It should clear up, hopefully by the end of the week. And then the cold will go away. And I don't know if you guys can see in the background, I've got all the primes. I've got some Prime Energy. I got Paddy Pimblett's one as well. I've got the Body Fuel. I've just been out and brought some more of them as well. I've got the new flavours that he released. That's coming up to another video that I'm going to do later. I've got to record it later in the week or the month. I don't know when I'm going to post that. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and just drop me a follow. But yeah, there's not much more else to say. It's been your boy, Kid Ginger Vlogs. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Peace.